Welcome on in.
Hello, gamers.
Sup?
What's up, gamers?
Boy, I forgot that blue eye was left on there.
Oh yeah.
Look into my big, beautiful eye.
Oh boy.
I will tell you all your secrets.
Domain expansion.
You beat me right to it. I was just about to say that.
Just enters the Orc Coliseum. Domain expansion. Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Fuck, never mind. It's fine. You're good.
Honor restored immediately.
It's just like, prove your respect. I just flashed the blue eye. It's like, okay, man, that's a little too much respect. Let's dial down.
Oh, this guy's a protagonist.
It's like, if you're a protagonist, where's your blue feature on you? Flashes the eye. Holy shit.
Oh god, he was hiding it. That's so fucking cool.
He's so dark and mysterious.
Time to swoon.
I need to make a fan edit immediately.
What if that was like... That was like because panning has been a massive thing with Maddie, like that's been the secret. It's like, Maddie, the only person you need to pan for was for yourself.
The mirror unlocks all.
You unlock the mirror of vanity.
It's like, I think this is the wrong lesson.
What? I can't hear you.
I can't hear you over how handsome I am.
Too busy mogging over myself.
You just begin mewing in mid fight.
There's one final lesson I want to give you, Aika. You're either perfect or you're not me.
No!
Did you fail your roll?
No, that was Aika's response to you, but then the roll was relatively low.
Oh.
23 is relatively low.
Yeah, I have a plus 13.
For Aika, yeah.
Right.
It's like, I sprained my ankle, but I'm still running.
He just does
it's like me for real.
He just does the equivalent of like a perfect pirouette backwards, but doesn't stick the landing. It's just like, fuck.
Damn it!
No! They're gonna judge me! I'm gonna have a score under 80!
The German judge is gonna give me a 9!
A 9!
We're gonna have to take away your god status. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No!
this was a secret test. Even Sareth was on board with it. Like, bye!
Yeah, they just
Step,
reversed
kick,
it,
step,
and now I'm
twirl. I told you this.
dark.
We
Oh, God.
practiced!
Come on, Rocky. I mean, Ika, you got this.
Who's Rocky?
That's your replacement. I mean, nothing.
Why are there so many stairs? There's so many stairs.
we just replace Aika with a tiny little rock with Google eyes. Like, there it is. New vessel.
We created a new god. He's the best among us.
And Marty with his new eyes showing is singing "Eye of the Tiger."
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh, Jubble, that's a deep question. Are you green because you're an orc, or are you an orc because you're green?
Damn.
Bruh.
Well, what
If
is
it's
it?
the latter, then 3 out of 4 of us are orcs.
Yeah.
Green was
Yeah,
definitely the theme.
It really was. And then we've got the water to, you know, like let the rest of us grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the person who didn't realize that there was a dress code at the party.
Yo, who's this non-greenie?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, technically, blue is one of the ingredients that makes green, so you're half-dressed.
I'm half dressed, and then everything from the waist down is just completely nude.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my
Twitch,
bad. That's not where we're going.
Twitch, hold on,
Oh,
Twitch, no!
I said I say weird things all the time.
Gotta work on that filter.
I'm sorry.
One of these days, you're gonna get thrown us to jail.
Well, but I don't know if I could survive in jail. No, I'll start a gang. a gang of people, and then I'll break out.
Why do I get the
Who has the stump?
Why am I just getting the imagery of like that Rick and Morty episode where Morty's been put into like the prison with all the other ones?
Oh god.
It's the one true Ica!
Right now, this just feels
Spoilers.
like it's Essie's new character's like starting lore.
Yeah. What would that be called? Like, socially awkward. I think it's just me. Yeah.
Mood.
God, me being the smart-ass friend, be like, wow, way to step outside the box there.
Shut up!
Life influences art, as they say.
I'm slowly feeling worse about myself.
Oh dear.
So what happened last time?
That is a great question.
okay.
I grew an eyeball.
Alright, so what happened last time? This is recaps with Amy because she
Oh.
remembers 'cause she's an
Alright, you can do it this time,
Hell
that's fine
yeah.
by me.
Alright, so we decided that it'd be a great idea for a taxi service. So Thrask turned into a quasicoddle or whatever it's called, and then we awesome swapped in the middle of an aerial battle because he's better at shooting things than me. We went to go see the old elf guy collector and the little like village thingy he has, and then that was pretty much the entirety of that episode.
Did you get all that?
And
No.
Marty got a secret message that he didn't want to tell the rest of us yet because I guess we ended the episode. So,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, because if I tell this to one of
No.
my teammates, they're going to be like, fuck everything, we're going back.
That was it. Yeah, you Marty received a secret message as which you chat does know about if you were there, but I'll leave it for now.
Well, we don't know about it.
You landed outside of the location of Strepsec, near the location that the collector had given you. Due to your previous run-ins with him, he is aware of you, so the magic that he had used previously to hide from you was now clearly visible for you. You had entered on in, met up with him, and you had been welcomed on in to the newly formed location for all of the outcasts that you previously had met, and that is pretty much where we left off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
And,
I'm so smart.
And Maddie tied his hair up, and that's why you guys can see his eyeballs now. I mean, the avatar doesn't show. Just pretend he did.
Oh yeah, he did. I gave him the little berry brooch to help.
Yeah.
That was it, yes.
And Marty can Eldritch Blast like nobody else now, too.
I was so good at it.
you were amazing. Like 3 natural 20s in a row.
Yeah, I
is
think
insane.
a friend of ours, Lucas Schuneman, did like the actual statistics of that, and that was like a 1 in 1,000 chance of happening.
Wow.
I was like, "Ugh, I should have bought a lottery ticket that day. Instead, I wasted it on 3 Eldritch Blasts in a row.
I mean, they weren't wasted.
God.
They were awesome.
Ah, thank you for the 300 bits.
Oh,
Oh, it's a lot of biddies.
Why do you guys always get a perfectly timed scan?
Evildoerz creating anything
I think they
resembling fun
work
in
in
Bedrock
together in
Minecraft,
cooperation.
More like Bedrock shit
Except
Teamwork.
we're
crap.
good at that.
First construct in the mix too.
Oh my
That's
God.
just
Oh my
gremlin
God.
nonsense. Borderlands 2.
Wow. you
More like
glitched right out.
Borderlands 2. I'll zap them all with my sparkly twizzle powers and make them play something worthy of my Ipip
It's
horde.
like, Pip, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, what was it he said? Where was it? It's like yuck fug. Creating anything Evildoerz creating anything resembling Bedrock Minecraft, more like Bedrock shitcraft. Jeez.
I didn't realize he had such a grudge.
boy.
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the
Good.
bed.
Like the same energy as nice campaign. Would be a shame if someone farted on it.
Oh wait, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Ah!
Oh. Oh!
Oh my god.
That was like a perfect MP3. Well done.
Yep.
Oh!
Ah!
Who is that distant old wizard? Who is that?
Where did I put my mustard bottle?
It's the condiment wizard. He's
Oh God!
Not with his great sorcery.
Never gonna get over that.
I feel like he's just Thrask in a different timeline.
I like
if
that, though.
Thrask was a human.
Don't say
Like-
such disgusting things.
I feel like the world needs more Thrask, just like more versions of Thrask everywhere.
Yeah, one of my friends is obsessed with Thrask, especially after I made the little emote with his tongue sticking out.
Really?
They'll just send me a message and it's just like, good morning, and then it's
Malem.
the Thrask, and then it's, okay, D&D tonight, and they're like, finally, Thrask!
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, that's cute.
Everyone likes a good lizard boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want the Malem. I'm too broke
Didn't you get
for
them?
Malem.
You got gifted a tier
Like,
2,
you
didn't
get
you?
subbed a gift.
And then it was like a month or so ago,
Yeah.
so it would have run out.
Oh, it's okay. I don't have it either.
But I think
I'm
Malem
scared.
is tier 3 though, isn't it? Like,
It's tier 2.
Tier
oh, it's
twos.
tier 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no room. We do have a new one though for tier 1. It's comfy.
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 Oh, he's a baby.
Oh yeah, that new one. People really like that in the Discord.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's
You're so precious.
tiny.
Yeah, I had to do it tier 2 because there was literally no room left on tier 1.
Okay, we have this, so we can threaten people.
Right, anyway, let's get started. So,
Okay.
we ended it off exactly where you were in the newly formed town that was which had looked like it was a lake, but it was actually essentially an illusion from the outside. You were walking with the collector into the essentially the campsite that had been formed with the wood from the forests, and you had entered on in, and you saw all the usual familiar faces from long ago, from when you first entered here. And then, Muddy, you received that message.
Right. Well, that is a lot to take in on such short notice. Wonder if I should tell them.
Do we hear Marty talking out loud like that?
I don't know. Is he talking to himself, or are
He's
you
talking out loud.
are you inner monologuing?
It
Inner
doesn't-
monologuing.
Ah.
God damn it!
Because I think technically weren't we slightly split? So I think Thras and
Yeah.
Ica were slightly further ahead,
Right.
and we were next. The other two were next to the collector, walking side by side.
Yes. So you were a little bit separated. So
Manny takes a deep breath and just kind of like looks to the group and is like, "All right, I suppose it would be best if we just get a quick rest here and start making our way to Strepsec."
I thought I was getting coffee.
We can take it to go.
Is it gonna be good to go? Like, how am I supposed to carry it? They only have like the glass cups and stuff. Maybe they invent like a traveling cup. Something to keep it warm or cold wherever we go.
Listen, we only have enough time for one sorcerer in the group.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
You need more of an artificer for that kind of thing.
In art-
What sorcery is this?
A mug that warms as you walk.
Oh wait, Ica, you have the thingy to shape water. You can just make it hot and cold as you please.
I can shape water. I can't make it cold or hot.
Yeah, you can change the temperature with it.
What?
Yeah, that's always been a thing.
Well, then
That's
why
why-
couldn't I change the temperature of the snow that was falling?
That's a lot of snow.
Oh, okay. So you say I'm not that strong. Wow.
No, I'm just saying there's limits to there's just limits to the spells. There's just because
yeah, right. But you okay? Sure, fine. All right, I understand. Yeah.
we don't want you to cause a tidal wave.
I don't know, man.
Well, okay. If you give me a piece of wood, I will carve you a cup, and then you can put coffee in it whenever you want.
But wouldn't the wood like start molding after a while?
Wash it.
Wait, what?
Rinse the cup out after a while, and then it should still be fine.
What do you mean rinse it?
You
Put water in it.
You what?
Swirl.
Wait.
Yeah, after you're
Tip it
done,
out.
you put water in it, and
But-
then it'll be ready for the next
Micah,
time.
have you never washed a cup before?
I'm starting to feel very judged by my teammates right now.
Not judge, just
this is a-
there's a very interesting question we're trying to follow up on.
Yes.
I grew up in a place with water everywhere. We didn't put more water in stuff like that. That would be weird.
We're teaching life skills.
Oh. Well, anyways, where are we
This-
sleeping?
We can stay here for the night, but we got to be on the road to Strepsec early in the morning.
Why
Isn't
is
it
that?
like- Isn't it only like midday? We
Yeah,
got here quickly.
what time is it actually?
Yeah, you would have gotten. You woke up. You instantly, basically, Quetzalcoatled, and then you would have spent a couple of hours traveling. So yeah, it would probably be about midday. Yeah.
So we can take
And how long would it take us to get to Strepsec?
Going around, so probably. You could probably get there in. Like, going the normal way, probably like. Half a day.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe we could take like a short rest here at least for maybe like an hour. And
Yeah,
then
just let the coffee
keep
kick
moving
in.
afterwards. Yeah.
So we're getting food and coffee and stuff, and I can go do that right now.
Yes. So
Okay, but Ika's gonna use his nose to go follow wherever coffee is coming from.
see, and I was just about to suggest he use that sniffer of his.
Just like when we first started out.
Oh, despite everything, some things don't seem to change.
And some things stay the same.
Also, I only just realized I don't know why I didn't ask for this. Because I end up losing my my notes to corruption. Kessler, could you just send me the notes that you've made?
Why
didn't I ever think about it? I don't know why.
Notes.
That's fine. Just,
Yeah, I can do that. Just give me a sec here. Some
Yeah,
of
it's
them are
just-
a little incomplete.
that's fine.
But-
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So get ready for about 30 pages worth of notes coming your way.
God damn, I this beautiful man.
2 terabytes of lore coming at you.
See, Kirsten, this is why I got you to be Brom. You're just Brom in real life.
If only Brom had a hat.
Okay, give me a sec
I can
here.
give Brom a hat. I need to. That's just gonna have to be a thing now.
I still can't believe that
Yes.
I realized that we have our own gummy in the a gummy in this campaign.
It's handy, isn't it?
Gummy?
Oh, the hang on, I'll just get the tweet. It's just easier this way.
Okay. Just dropped them off to you there.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I like how Keston is just Thrask, you know, like...
Listen, I have a job in real life that requires me to take a lot of notes too, so this is just right up my alley.
I love it. It's nice.
That is super helpful for this campaign.
I haven't opened it yet just because I'm finding that tweet, but I'm willing to bet that I'm going to look at these notes and they're going to be far better put together than anything I've done.
Drum roll, please.
He's
Fuck.
hyping me up quite a bit. I don't know how good it's gonna be.
I'm getting the tweet first because it's essential.
Oh, that's not a drum roll. That's a sarcastic drum thing.
Ah,
Oh, my bad. Oh, what would be
Dum-
a...
drum roll sounds?
I
There we
don't know,
go.
there is
There's
a-
the-
there's a...
There's
there we
the
go.
Ah,
there's the tweet. Yeah, let me
What's
have a
the
look.
sweet?
what are we talking
Oh!
about?
Martin.
Oh, you. Oh.
Oh, yeah, Gummy Goo.
Oh, that one, yeah.
The one character I actually liked in Digital Circus, and then Digital Circus is like, that's cute.
That's how you do things.
Bro. You have them not only partitioned, but you have which session they were and what date, and you have them bullet pointed.
That I
you
do.
really are, Brom.
It's easy in words. So
You've
whenever I
even
need to...
got the Christmas one shot.
Yeah!
Yay!
I wasn't about
Just
to
in
forget
case.
that moment.
Just in case a portal opens and those characters show up.
We have the ultimate crossover event.
Alright, guys, if this show ever gets big, we're gonna start paying Kirsten for taking notes.
Yeah.
I'll be the official lore master.
Yes.
In fact, for now, you can thank Keston by throwing some supers in the Twitch chat right now.
You know what? That's a very good point.
They don't call them supers. Stop.
It's technically the same thing. Shut
If
up.
the chat appreciated me that much, they'd start a hype train right about now.
Pat, your YouTuber is showing.
No! No! That's not true!
Well, check out the YouTuber.
No, look at me. I'm just a small little man.
Oh god, 100 bits, here we go. Oh god.
Yay! I'm trained. Do it. Make it happen.
Oh god.
I'm trained.
Evildoerz
Yay!
getting cheers. What a crock of fuzzle bees!
Let's go back to
I'll
old
unleash my
Twitch.
fiery spritz magic and
God.
turn
Justin
those
TV,
cheers
can we
into
go back?
shrieks of terror.
Oh god.
You think he's deserving of any praise? Ha! He's just a gremlin in Nimbat's clothing. A true evil mastermind with the creativity of a
So
goblin's
cocky.
fart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
We're
typing
campaigning
more
over
notes
here.
now. As
Oh
we
my.
speak.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Right.
Okay, anyway, right, I found what I need, so perfect, awesome. I think. Yes. No? Yes. 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 Okay.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Okay. You may continue what you were doing. So, okay, you were going to try and sniff out, you hope there would be some form of coffee there.
You said there was gonna be coffee where we were going.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I said,
Oh.
let's see if we can find some coffee.
And I trust Thrask. And Thrask gave you notes as Keston. There better be coffee here. Yeah, I'm a sniffer.
I'm a sniffer.
I'm a sniffer.
Well, I suppose we should follow him, because I think a coffee or two sounds pretty good right about now.
Yeah, after that little romp in the sky there, it probably would be good to have a little pick-me-up.
All right, I forgot to roll for ducks.
Sora!
How could we forget?
We were finally on track.
All for dicks! Yay!
24.
We're never.
Oh god!
Oh, that's
Ah!
nice. Dude.
I
Oh,
hear a
thank you,
train
Zerder.
a-coming.
Cheers for
That's
that
a lot of
slimy
bits.
Rolling round the
Evildoerz
bend.
and his notes.
Thank you very much for
Notes,
beating up my
schmotes.
husband.
He's just a
Yay!
dark sorcerer with the musical talent of a farting imp.
Spousal abuse!
I'll use my
Let's
shadow
go!
twinkle power to turn those cheers into cries for mercy. Keep the cheers coming for Twitch chat. They're the real
many ducks?
stars.
I mean, we'll find out.
Oh, but yeah, thank you for the biddies. Oh god, what are you doing? Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah!
Yay! Choo-choo,
Ah!
motherfuckers! Let's go! Yay! They have new emotes, right, trains. by
Why
the
are there
way.
so
yeah,
many
A super
scans?
chat for the Gremlin
The hog
King.
face is actually moving now. I didn't
He's
notice
about
that.
as super as a pile of
Cute.
unicorn dung. I'll summon my mystical bubblegum blast power
I
to pop that
particularly
super
like
chat
that
bubble
orb.
and reveal the true hero here. Twitch chat. Keep spreading the
Wow.
love.
Oh
You
my
wonderful bunch of magical
Thank
creatures.
you guys very much.
Thank you. Ah!
Have Have you rolled for ducks, dear?
I did. There was
Oh,
24.
cheers for the Dark Lord.
24 ducks.
Evildoerz,
Very
give me
nice.
a break.
Not a lot of ducks
He's as
over here
mythical
next
as
to
a
the
pile
orc
of
people.
dragon droppings. I'll use
Listen,
my
we're very
shimmering
hungry.
tango trickery
Oh,
to dance around
oh,
those cheers and shine the spotlight on the true
Oh.
stars. Twitch
I
chat,
mean,
keep the
that's,
positivity
you should always
flowing,
leave
you
some, otherwise you
magnificent
won't
creatures.
have food later.
Listen, we don't have like a ducks unlimited like humans. We're just like, oh look, food, num.
Okay, note to self. One brain
Sah!
cell.
Don't you dare compliment that evil gremlin.
I
Evildoerz
dare
on
you to
his
say that to
creations.
the head.
Esau, more like Esuck. I'll summon my electric boogaloo power and zap
It's like,
that
listen,
praise
I'm at the
right
lowest
back where
rank of
it came
disrespect
from.
right now, and I feel
Focus your cheers
disrespected.
on the real hero here, Twitch chat,
That's
and
fine,
their
I came
wise
from the
choice in
lowest
this
branch of
magical
my tree,
nimbat.
and I'm in charge.
Well, I raised my entire city up from underwater, and now they're in oxygen and stuff, and they might die.
Less humble bragging, more coffee finding.
All right, come in.
Okay, look,
Alright.
you know, let's just hurry this about. You sniff around and you happen to come across the three dwarves who were building the previous house for everybody. Clearly have decided to stay with them with everything that's happened. They are brewing what would be known as extremely strong coffee to the point
Let's go.
to the point where they basically have the beans and then just about as much water in it.
You actually see Maddie perk up like, now that's my kind of coffee.
Meanwhile, Ika's just already in there, just.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm,
Oh, sound effects.
Iselia is gonna stay with the collector because there's actually something she'd like to talk to them about.
Okay.
Yeah, Thras can probably just smell the caffeine coming off that coffee. And he's like, I probably should get some extra water for him. I don't know what's going to happen.
No! Ika's a man now. He can drink a man's coffee.
Trask, I gotta go whiz.
I take it back.
Don't go too far now.
Coffee always makes me have to go pee.
Cool.
Because it's a diuretic.
Thank God my son grew
The
up.
fuck's
and
a
I don't have to deal
diuretic?
with this.
Shut the
Everything
fuck up.
makes you
No,
dehydrated.
no, no. Azalea, you're talking to the collector. What are you saying?
Okay.
All right, let's move our characters away.
You get out of here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You just leave
I'll leave my
beyond your
eyebrows
eyebrows.
here.
Oh, yeah, I probably should give me a minute.
And my floating eye.
Nice. God, that's an interesting vision.
Get on with it.
Okay, Azalea's gonna look a tiny bit solemn while she looks at the collector, and she's just gonna like, I guess, gonna like twiddle her fingers a little bit, and just the tree is not bearing fruit anymore, and it's dying.
He stops with you and holding onto his thing, his stick for the weight. He looks up towards you and then kind of looks down. As disappointed as I am, I could not be surprised with the way things are.
Yeah, she kind of looks hesitant, but like I want to replant a new tree when it's not chaotic, and I wanted to ask for your permission, because you're the foundation of our people, like me and our god still being here. When you pass, I wanted to ask if I could use your ashes for our new tree.
You see him kind of jolt his head up towards you. It's pretty much the quickest you've seen him move. And and he kind of sort of like waddles towards you a little bit. As he does, he kind of drops his stick and kind of falls into you. And you feel him just kind of holding you extremely tightly as much as he can.
She's not really sure what to do. She's like so unaware of social situations.
He kind of comes back a little bit and kind of does that thing where like he kind of like pats you off where he was on you, and you can kind of hear him like he kind of looks up at you and it would be an honor. I would love to accept it.
She gonna have her big ass smile. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she like gives him a big grin. She's just I know our people will be very happy to have such a beloved member as as part of their roots.
Well, I'm not so sure about the others, but yours and my goddess's words are all I need.
Well, I suppose I should probably go and chase... You know, sometimes it's hard to imagine they're also going to be gods. I'm a little concerned.
He chuckles a little bit. The time for change is now. I hope even after all this you are able to keep some of your humanity. I think we'll need it. And with that, he kind of like pats you on the side, like, come on, go. You should be with them.
Yeah, she'll, like, kind of like, you know... I guess, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, the best way for her to say goodbye in a nice way for an elf, but my brain always escapes me on it.
You essentially put your two foreheads together.
Oh, okay. She's gonna do that, but kind of in an almost rushed manner, and then disappear.
Fair enough. Okay, you head on off to try and find everyone else. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're here?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Part of me imagines that after they help Ica find coffee, that maybe Thrask would have looked for the two lizards that were there before, and Thrask maybe talks to the one guy who gave him the third edition of the Babuga books, and it was like, so you see him over there. It's like, so anyways, what did you think about chapter 4 when she finally crosses the mountain? Wasn't that an exciting part?
Hold on a second. So I'm just trying to find the details on him.
Still waiting on the next book of Babuga. I'm sorry, but we're gonna need like a certain amount of tier 3 subs for that one. That's
Yeah.
Oh, it's paywall. Damn it.
Yeah.
By the way, don't worry, I haven't forgotten, by the way.
Gotta have that DLC content.
You run it up, chat!
Well, the funny thing is, we're now in town, and only one of us knows we're in a rush.
Right.
Yeah.
The rest of us could just be like, oh wow, what a nice day. You know what? We should just leisurely stroll to the next town and take in the sights.
I'm trying to think what would be a good time to bring it up.
And I'm the socially awkward one.
Push me. Well, it's not gonna be like, hey, I know we're enjoying our coffee and everything, but we gotta go.
Okay,
I mean,
here we
I'll-
go. Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say on the bright side, at least Ike is no longer grumpy at you.
Well, that's because my desire is coffee.
I'll get back to it.
I can be two things.
All right. Anyway, Thrash, you look around, and around the ginormous bonfire in the center of the encampment, you see the same individual, almost picturesquely doing the exact same thing as they were last time. Almost as if you feel like it's almost as if they've made zero progress since the last time you saw them.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, this would be interesting.
Writer's block.
Yeah, I think Thras would just quickly go over to him and say, Sitha, Kara, hello there once again.
He turns around, instantly is, Thrask, my friend, where have you been?
Oh, it is quite the story, let me assure you. I have been to many places you may not believe.
Oh, I can imagine. I have heard words of things going on with you.
Oh, I didn't realize word of my travels has actually made it this way before.
Well, I mean, the one who possesses a god within them, the word travels fast, friend.
Oh, well, yes, that is the biggest thing that, that I would have been sharing there. But, yes, I'm sure what you've heard is true. The people of Kirikiri me and my companions here were able to make sure they were safe from the influence of the darkness around here.
Oh, well, that is good, and hopefully they will open their eyes a little bit to the way others can live. But for now, I'm just glad that everyone is safe.
Yes, something tells me that things will start to change once all this madness begins to subside.
Ah, yes, indeed. Oh,
So, I remember you saying that you were working on some kind of like stories and plays and things like that. How has that been going for you?
you see him kind of roll his eyes and just kind of slump. He says, oh, not good, I'm afraid. With everything going on, inspiration does not hit one when one is surrounded by, well, all of this. I would prefer to be able to explore, feel the wind on my scales, and climb the mountains, but this is far too dangerous.
Ah, yes. It is a tumultuous time outside these walls.
Oh, tumultuous. And you see him kind of write that down.
But, yes, just trying to get here ourselves, our group was flying through the skies, and these large, malformed creatures with hands as wings and beaks that were gnarled of darkness started to attack us, and we had to fend ourselves off while we made our way here.
Oh, go on. You see he's writing this down.
Oh.
Yes, I had to transform myself into a giant bird of ancient times with wingspans that stretch out as far as the eye can see. And then, when the creatures attacked us too much, I was able to jump up in the air and my compatriot changed into the same thing, and we traded places. The power of the gods has allowed us to have abilities that have been able to mold the very landscape and the magic that is around us. It is unlike anything I've ever experienced before.
You see him wide-eyed and starry-eyed, and he kind of, the paper that he was writing on before you came along, he just rips it up and throws it into the fire. Go on.
Oh, well, it seems you're quite interested in my travels here, it would seem.
Oh, it's the most entertaining thing that's happened to me in a while. Tell you what, you are people of great importance right now, and you cannot be spending time with me. After all of this is done, and you have had your great victory, which I'm sure you will have, may I write a book about you and your friends?
You wish to write a book about us?
I mean, of course, it is not every day, friend, that someone is possessed by a god. You must understand this.
I think Thrask is more enamored with the fact that as much as he loves books, to have someone write a book about him, now he's feeling kind of like wide-eyed and starry-eyed.
They're just both staring at each other.
Oh my god, this is wholesome.
Said, well, certain. I mean, I assume. Yes, that would be amazing. Like I have been taking the book that you lent me, and I've been reading it as been going on my travels as well. I mean.
Oh really? Oh, I'm glad to see you do the same, lizard.
The third copy has been so engaging. Like when she finally was able to cross over the first mountain there, and then to see everything that was on the other side. But then there was another mountain of equal size on the other end.
But slightly bigger. What's going on?
God.
Oh, I know. It was very engaging, one could say.
Yes, her adventure has been quite the one to follow, and some of my compatriots have been trying to read it as well, unbeknownst to me, but they seem to be enjoying it too.
Oh, now if you remember, I told you there's 3 volumes, but don't say anything about this. But and he kind of comes up to you and whispers into your ear. I have heard of a secret 4th one been in the making.
He grabs his shoulders like, when did this happen?
Nobody knows. I only know because of my little insider writing circles, but I am believing Babuga herself is the only one to possess it.
Wait, but Babuga herself? You're saying she's not a fictional character? She's real?
What? He steps back and says, yes. She is the author.
OMJ!
Fuck everything. This is the greatest twist.
Wait, so all this time this wasn't a fictional story? This was an autobiography?
Well, she may have embellished a few things here and there, but as far as I am aware, yes.
I need to find this lizard. This is a revelation. I had no idea. Like that there was I guess the author name that was on here was just a pseudonym for her. I never realized.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not? I thought this was. I thought everybody knew this.
Not everybody, it would seem.
No, apparently not. But yes, it is a pseudonym. She has changed her form to appear more flirtatious and more lovable in the eyes of many rather than just our kind.
Fascinating.
I know, she is the first to appear to have done this.
Well, now I'm even more curious. But yes, I will keep this in mind. Thank you for that information. And yes, I would be happy to tell you more about our journeys at one point. Now that I actually have seen you and everything, I have the ability to message you from a great distance. So once we have the time and when everything is not crumbling around us, yes, I would be happy to share more.
Oh, excellent. That is great news. Oh, well, anyway, what is it you and your friends are doing here, by the way, if you do not mind me asking?
Well, that elderly elf over there, we had met him once before, and I had messaged him to see if everything was okay, and at first it sounded like he was in distress, so that's why we were coming this way. But it seems like the village here has been secluded and kept secret quite well with his abilities.
Oh yes, when you left, he entered into the town with everybody, and we all got to know each other, and we all agreed that during this time of need, that we should all come together. And unfortunately, the previous place was overrun by these strange, blackened skulled creatures. We managed to get out, thankfully, with his powerful magic. And of course, Ro, a very strong leader, of course. But we managed to make it down here, and he did whatever it is he did, and now we are safe.
That is wonderful that so many people from so many walks of life were able to come together like that.
This is what I am saying, my brother. This is what the lizard folk did not realize before.
Yes, we have been secluded in the desert for quite some time. I believe that with some time we'll be able to make better relations with the people in this country around us.
Well, with the way things are going, you might be able to make that change yourself. Just remember me when you're up there.
Yes. Kara the playwright.
Oh, I like that. I will write your story. You will become, well, I can't say as famous as a god because you know what I mean.
I'm sure Zershik understands as well.
He kind of takes a moment back and says, oh, Zershik, of course. I'm so sorry, I've been ignoring you.
No. It's quite all right. She is still doing well, along with us as well as everybody else. She has been able to talk with her children here and there, and she has been helping guide us through these times, along with the other gods.
Thank the heavens. Oh. Okay, anyway, I've got much to get on with and much to write about. I will let you go. Best of luck, my friend.
Yes, please keep safe.
I will. And he returns back to what he was doing, frantically scribbling down what he's heard that you've done and what you just said to him as well.
All right, and I will just
scene.
Make it back. Yep, and scene. Make it back
Beautiful.
to the group.
Yay!
Truly the greatest scene of all time.
Revelations. You didn't expect those bombshells to drop in the middle, did you?
No. Can't believe
it. All right.
Here's the plan. We wait for the biopic, and then we find a similar person who looks like her.
Okay, so Zale and Thrask have kind of done their things. Marty and Ike, is there anything you want to do in here, or do you want to just find your accommodation and go to sleep?
That's if we're staying the night, because it is only...
Oh, right, yeah, sorry, yeah.
I think we're only doing the short rest here.
You just do the short, yeah. Sorry, beg your pardon, yeah.
It's all good.
I'm just going to a cafe.
Do we just want to be like that awkward father and kid who are just having coffee and clearly need to talk about something?
Yeah. But I'm buying my own drink this time.
Well, I figured. You're a man now.
Yeah.
You have the full right to do that.
I've always had the right to do that. I just I gave you my money because you seemed like you needed it, and I didn't need it. But now I need it for coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna let that comment slide. You go get your coffee.
Do you want me to buy you anything?
No.
I mean, you haven't really eaten or anything.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, the dwarves are kind of just looking between each other. It's just like, what are they talking about buying things?
What?
Wait, it's free?
Friend, we are in the midst of survival. I don't know. Here, you clearly need this.
You're too kind, boys. You're too kind.
Ike is gonna remember that one time that Marty put like coins down in one of the shops earlier on. He's gonna do the same thing. He's just gonna put it down. There you go. And then take coffee and find table.
They've just got kind of like they pick it up and they've kind of just got like the Senshi face, just like okay.
One tries to eat it.
Yeah. Munch.
They seem hungry.
Well, times are tough.
I think we should leave them to their devices, lads. Don't you agree? Oh yes, we should. We need to get going anyway. Let's go.
Well, they're good at reading a room.
Wait, you can read a room? I just started learning the alphabet.
Okay, I want to apologize.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna take a sip out of his coffee and just kind of slump back in his chair. Just okay.
I've been treating you so poorly. I always thought I was treating you as my son, and I think I was using that as a codependency thing to not change or let go of certain things from my history. And that's not fair to you, because it's clear from everything that we've been through. You're way stronger than I could have ever been. You are, man, and I'm very proud of you.
I'm not mad at you for that.
I know, but that's something I wanted to apologize for.
Listen, I mean, you saw how I grew up. I didn't really grow up in the most, favorable place, and, my uncle did his best at teaching me things, but he didn't teach me everything. And you helped a lot, I guess, and I appreciate that. I guess I'm just a little upset that I put a lot of my faith in you, and you ended up kind of crushing that a little bit.
There's a lot of anger that I've been working on, and I wish I thought better in that moment when things went down, and I can never take it back. I'm really sorry.
You should be sorry to the families. You killed those people. My people. I trusted you. And if I didn't go back in there, you would have killed more.
Yeah.
I put my faith into you, and I just kind of feel a little bit heartbroken.
Yeah.
I think you can make it up to me by making sure that your people don't suffer the same fate we put mine in.
I will hold that promise. I know that's a very word right now that sounds like it should be taken with a grain of salt based on previous things, but I promise.
Well, just like how you need to gain the respect of your people, I think I need to gain... Well, you need to gain the respect from me too, so... Anyways, should we stay here long? Should we try to help them build things? It seems like they need to do that.
As much as they would appreciate it, time is of the essence. If we can get to Strepsec and handle them, I believe we have other matters that we should attend to.
Like what?
Can you go get the other two for me?
I can try. Why?
This involves both of them as well.
Okay. Ike's gonna get up and use a sniffer and try to grab the rest of them.
I mean, we weren't that far away.
I feel like the place isn't
They're
that
pretty easy to
big,
point out,
is
too.
it?
Well, I gotta use my sniffer, guys. That's how I do things.
You begin
If I
sniffing.
don't use the sniffer, it's not as sharp as it used to be.
You smell the worst odor from someone who probably has not bathed in a very long time, and they smell like moss and old mud, and you're just like, ah, yes.
That's not very
how
nice
it
to
is,
say about
Iselia."
Thrask.
No, I was about to say. I was about to say Parahai may not appreciate that.
No, that's yeah. No, he smells like perfume and flowers because that's
Oh
probably.
yeah,
what he's
he
been
was
bathing
treated
in.
nice in the Elf Kingdom, wasn't he?
Yeah, they weren't treating me that nice in the Elf Kingdom. We don't have that kind of thing. But for him, yeah, he can bathe in perfume and flowers.
But yeah, no, you find them with extreme ease. Like you sniff for like you're able to get like one sniff, and you're like, oh, there they are.
Hey, Thrask, Iselia! Mighty wants to tell you something!
Why isn't Marty asking for us then?
I don't know, he asked me to do it! I think he's
Why?
socially awkward!
You know, you don't need to say it out loud.
I think he has a problem talking to people! So now I'm talking to you instead!
Okay,
This is
I'll come to you. I'll
You
come
hear
to
just-
you. All right.
you hear
Okay,
Maddie
thank
muttering,
you. I
"This
think
is my
Monty would really
punishment, this is my
appreciate that
punishment."
because he's turning red or something. Like he's looking
Should've stayed in
weird right
jail.
now.
Should have stayed in the jail. I should have stayed in the jail.
Iselia's just gonna look at like Marty from wherever she is and just go, "Bitch, why didn't you tell me that yourself?"
Because it's of the utmost importance!
Apparently, there's something very important, and now there's a dog here. Is that what bitch
dog?
means?
Oh,
Oh.
You said, you said bitch.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
was about to say what?
Are you talking about my dog?
Oh right. His dog is here too. Anyways, we need you guys to come over here.
You don't need to yell at me. I'm standing right here.
Oh right. Sorry about that.
Azalea's just been slowly walking, but like still shouting at the same level.
just like everyone in this entire place is staring at you.
I should have just stayed in the prison. Death sounds much nicer than this right now.
This is what you
Saviors
get
of
when
the
you tell
continent,
me
everybody.
something's important, but you don't tell me yourself.
This is what happens when you trust a 12-year-old to get people's attention.
Yeah.
A very loud 12-year-old.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm shouting. I'm probably neurodivergent in some way.
Sorry, I have a little trouble controlling the volume of my voice.
That's why ADHD is in all capitals.
Fuck, that was good. God damn, I'm using that.
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Save
time
it.
for the drum
Pin
roll.
it.
Anyway, character stuff.
There it is.
Hey.
Okay. You just see Maddie, like, his face comes back from being red to green, and he just takes a big sip of his coffee, like, alright. Aiko, thank you for bringing them to my attention.
You're welcome. It's part of my duties as an adult now. I can
Yes.
gather people.
You're off to a great start.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to keep this in a calm state. We really need to handle Strepsec as quickly and efficiently as possible because we need to make it back to Hapori within 5 days.
Why?
5 days.
And in the midst of being here and relaxing, I got a message from Riegler.
Oh, I see.
The Hollow are making, as he put it, unusual movement. And I think he wants all of us to be there in case something happens. And I think this is the good opportunity for us to handle Strepsec quickly, because time is very short, and my people have always been pretty abrupt with time. So I think if we get our message across as clearly and efficiently as we can, we need to hightail it back there.
But what about
Right.
Iselia's place?
Well, I think it can still be. Let me look at the map here. I think it can still be reached if we leave from the Orc City back to on the way to Hapori.
Yeah, we can. It is. It's like Maddie points to the map. It's like it is literally a straight line from Strepsec to Hapori.
Right. So we would be hitting the Elven City anyway, I believe.
And I wanted to state this calmly because I know there is a lot of closely tied people in that city right now for all of us. And I wanted to make sure we approach everything rationally right now.
Right. Well, good news is now that if we need to learn about the status of anybody or need to relay information, I can message anyone that we know in the city now.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Just like I did with the Collector, I can message anyone from almost any location at this point.
And if anything,
Azalea's gonna look very on edge.
Maddie, I can sense this, right? Or should I roll for
Oh,
that?
it's pretty obvious. Like her foot is tapping on the ground, and she is clearly like on edge.
I mean, not only
like,
that, but don't
fidgeting.
you have like an insight of insanity?
That's true, I do. Maddie looks to Iselia. It's like, given the circumstances with you, Iselia, if you need to, at any time, like if we're in Strepsec for too long for your comfort, head straight there. Either by tree or fly there. I'm not going to hold it against you.
Azalea is going to glare at him.
Apparently that was the wrong answer. Shit.
That is the wrong answer. We're supposed to be staying together as a team, because every time we've split up, nothing has gone right.
Yeah, last time that happened, you were in prison. And when Thrask went by himself, he almost died.
And I am the fastest person here for travel, so if I'm not here, how are you supposed to follow me? So if I die trying to protect my son, all my people die with me.
Yeah, what you gonna say that, Monty?
Oh my fucking
Wow.
god!
Boy, I wish I had a can to crack at this moment.
Maddie just stands up in fury. It's like, I'm trying to do the right thing!
Whoa.
I'm at my lowest right now! I have to go there and think of a plan with not being able to speak to any of my brothers! And I was trying to put you two ahead of me at first! You don't think I understand? He just starts walking away because he realized he fucked up by being angry. I can't. I'm going!
Azalea is gonna, for once, actually stand where she is and stay there. She is pissed. She is very, very pissed. But she is just going to stand in silence.
Oh. I think he's gonna look over at Thrask and be like, was there anything we could have done there?
Not entirely sure, Aika. This... Emotions are going to be high for the next bit of time, I'm afraid.
Well, we
But
can't afford that, though. We need to
I
get
know.
going.
Regardless of whatever we're going to do, I am not paying for his mistakes.
Then don't!
Mm.
All right. We're all clearly on edge here. And it's clear that time is of the essence. Let us just do what we need to do here for the time being. Let ourselves cool down. And let us be ready to go within the hour. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
I'm fine to go whenever.
All right. Iselia, if it would help you, I may be able to message Cedric from here if you want to know how he is doing.
No. Realistically, I know if I talk to Cedric now, I'm going to be more worried than before. If I don't know how he's doing, I can at least hope he's fine. He's looking after his teammates. He used to run a guild. He's not a baby anymore. He's a very strong, capable warrior, and regardless of whether I like it or not, my people have to come first, and he'd tell me the same.
All right. You hold on to that belief. Trust in your son and his abilities. You've raised him to be a strong person. Now hold faith in that.
She's clearly upset. She's obviously... There's not much that means more to her than her son. So... There's tears there, but she's trying her best.
Aika's going to sort of like look over at Iselia and then look over at Madi and just kind of like, he's gonna walk over to Madi.
Are you still in earshot, Muddy, or where have you gone?
I'm in earshot.
Okay.
What?
Aika's... Hey, listen. When all this stuff was going on, Iselia had your back. You know, you're treating her like she's like some form of enemy here. She's on your side.
Is anyone actually on my side?
Yeah, believe it or not.
I call bullshit. And points to the brand on his head. As long as I have this, no one's on my side.
No, as long as you have that, you have something to prove.
You have no idea how my people are.
Oh no, I've got a little bit of a glimpse right here. What are you so afraid of, Monty? When I first met you, you had a whole, like, trove of problems, and we worked it out. Why are you so afraid to go back there?
Because now I actually have to face it!
Well, now you actually have to try. And is that so bad?
Yes!
Why? You tried with
Because
me.
I murdered 3 people!
Yeah? I'm pretty sure you did some damage when you were, like, working before, didn't you? Everyone makes mistakes, okay? Like...
It's not the same.
Well, it's not gonna help if you're just yelling at your teammates. Those who actually have your back. It's not gonna get us anywhere. What do you think that's gonna do, yelling at everyone? And making Iselia cry? I thought you were trying to build respect.
I am trying. It fucking hurts!
You're just yelling.
No, the fucking brand in my head. It still hurts. It's been driving me nuts since we left.
The brand is?
I don't know if it's a psychological thing or whatever he used to brand it to me, but I've been in pain since we've left your town.
Well,
And I've been trying so hard to hold it all in because I know that's supposed to be the test, but for God's sakes, it seems like every poke and prod at my body right now makes it hurt even more. And now I have to go home and face Strepsec and my son and all those people I left behind 20 years ago, and he just slams his fists on the ground in fury. I can't go back there! I can't go back there and face everything. And I don't know what to do. I thought I had a plan, and I don't know what to fucking do.
Ike is just gonna kind of like look at him and
Go ahead and antagonize and make fun of me.
no, Monty, listen, all right. After all this stuff happened with you, I talked to Thrask, and he helped me. Because when you did all that stuff, when you lost my trust, when you killed my people, when my father died, I talked to Thrask because I was angry too, and I didn't know what to do with all of it. I was upset, and I was letting it build up, and I wanted to yell at you. I really did. I wanted to yell, and I tried to keep it all in, and it just made me distant from everyone else. I distanced myself. I was angry. Honestly, I think I kind of get how you feel. When I talked to Thrask, he said that sometimes you do kind of have to let it out. I don't think you're supposed to keep it all in. I just think you're not supposed to hurt people, you know? I do think there's other ways to get that out, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad that you're frustrated. I don't think it's bad that you're hurting right now. I don't think it makes you weak. I just think it makes you alive, you know? And the fact that you do care this much, maybe it means that you want the best for everybody and you just don't know how to do it, but, you know, you're not handling these emotions alone. We're not like our gods. Our gods did everything by themselves. Your god included. But with us, we're together. We can help each other out. You can talk to me. I might be a little mad at you, but I get it. I think I understand.
You just see, like, the tears just start hitting the ground because he's not showing his face. Just...
Is it all right if I walk over there as well?
Go ahead.
After watching all of that happen, I will walk over to Mari and see that his face is still pointed to the ground. And I'll kneel down kind of like where his eye level would be. And I'll just say, Madlug, please look at me.
I'm afraid to.
Please. There is no judgment. Just look at me.
He slowly lifts his head up, and you can just see tears pouring down his face.
Kiss him, you fool.
So emotional, shut up!
That made me choke. It is clear that the pain in your heart is overflowing. But do not go and think that you are the only one that bears a mark of darkness. And Thrask holds up his arm to where the dark lines that he's been absorbing whenever they touch the hollowed plants going up his arm shows. He'll say, every one of us in this group has been marked in some way or another. We carry the darkness of the world to try and save it, and it is a terrible burden. In fact, with my people, Our skin is considered so sacred that if I had been seen like this before under different circumstances, I may not have been welcomed back. But I still tried. And you are not alone in this. Despite the overwhelming pain that you feel, we all bear a similar mark to you. And as long as we draw breath, you will not be alone in this. You do not have to be. Yes, you have hurt people. You have hurt some of us. But I've said it before and I say it again. We are still family. And through that hurt, we still hold on to each other throughout the chaos. And as long as we hold on to each other, then we still have the world in our hands.
Maddie can't hold anything back, and you just hear him wailing enough that, like, it just carries throughout the camp.
Yeah, I think it's time just for a hug on the side there, if he'll allow it.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiko will join in.
Out of character, I'm channeling some serious shit right now, so I apologize if I screamed a lot.
Yeah, no, you're good. Marty, I think you should apologize to Iselia. And then we should work together on trying to figure out a way to help you channel your anger in a healthy way.
Yes. The best thing we can do right now is to not bear our burdens alone. This whole journey has been us trying to bear not only our own hurt, but the rest of the world's darkness and hurt too. Do not forget that in this pivotal moment. I know you are scared, but believe in the strength of your friends and family. Believe in us, Madlug. And believe that you can still overcome it all yourself too.
I'll do it. Maddie slowly stands up and just looks to Iselia and just... Iselia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've hurt you, not just this time, but so many other times in the past.
Sorry means nothing if you don't actually fix it. You weren't the only one who had a mark on your head. I grew up in a forest by myself with no friends, no family. The only family I had was a son that I picked up, and that's half the reason why my other family members would not even look at me. You at least had friends, you had a group, you had someone who loved you enough to give you a son, and you left him. And then you yelled at me. I don't want an apology. Because it won't fix how upset I am right now. I just want to get this over with.
Then let's get going.
Okay.
Can I just say for a moment, by the way, just...
Right?
Well done, everyone. No. Well done, everyone.
No, I'm actually serious. My whole mood is shot right now. I'm sorry.
No.
No, dude, like, I totally get it. Like, don't worry about it.
So, we count that as a short rest then?
I think that's a short rest, right?
God, imagine short rests in real life. You just go to sleep for an hour. It's like, well, Fuck, I'm mentally here. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think all the problems I dealt with before are all gone.
Well, my ADHD is gone. Wow.
I just need a
Interesting.
nap. Oh goodness.
All right. With everything in mind, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, everybody. Just to give, considering the emotional stress that these sort of things take. So, just gonna give everyone a 5-minute break just to collect themselves. And Chad, you can go. I don't know, take a fat shit or go eat something.
Pee!
Go
Everyone
pick-
go take a piss!
Go piss, Queens.
Yay!
Oh, that's a T-shirt saying. Go piss, Queens.
New merch. All right, we will see you in 5 minutes, guys.
Come for you, come for you. So get up, get on the move. You got eyes on you. Warnings echoing down the line, spirits screaming. Your mind get out. And you could swear to God that it's all under control. Just a trick of the lighter, just a tickle in your soul. But in the middle of the night when it crawls inside with an inconvenient truth, only way you can explain it is, boy, you got eyes on you. In the dusk, in the cold moonlight, in the rush and the rise, in the dead of the night, they come for you, waiting on the one and a one false move. In the hush through an unlocked door, in the back of the room where the shadows are war, they come for you. So get up, get on the move, you got eyes on you. All the love that you've been shown, all the hands that led you home, all the peace that you have known, now it's found you on your own. And the secrets that you keep, oh, they see you in your sleep. But just take it all from me, I got them crawling all over me too. I got them watching my every move. Eyes on you. In the dusk, in the cold moonlight, in the rush and the rise, in the dead of the night, they come for you, waiting on the one and a one false move. In the hush through an unlocked door, in the back of the room where the shadows are poured, they come for you. So get up, get on the move, you got eyes on you. Oh, you got eyes on you. Oh, the water runs deep and it runs right for you. Little white houses, little white fences. I'm underexposed and way overprotected. Oh, one more dream just got deflected. I'm running out of time. Airplanes, cars, and snails flying past me. The littlest thing totally distracts me. Everyone I love living in the fast lane. I'm running out of time. I can feel me falling somewhere. Something's calling, telling me it's time to leave this town before I lose my mind. So I'll go. I hear it on the radio, see it on the TV. I play it all again before I fall asleep. I'm telling everybody, why can't anybody see? I'm running out of time. I can feel me flailing, screaming out, come save me. I have no more time to waste. Can't stay another day, I'll go. I just want you to know that I've been waiting on something to take me higher, to take me flying, to take me higher. Come and cool this fire. snails flying past me. The littlest thing totally distracts me. Everyone I love living in the fast lane, running, running, running. So I'll go. So I'll go. So I'll go. I just want you to know that gonna need me a moment. Keep the storyline straight. There's a cage in my memory. My regrets rattling the gate, but I'll hold my own. And when I get home, I'll smile wide with the sun, songbirds lean in to hold you tight. Fill me up on a stash of secrets, holler me out inside. Find peace on a roller coaster, scream out but not when you're around. Keep it up as long as I need it, long as I keep it down, 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 down. Oh, you see me a hero, sleep and fight side by side. If you knew of the darkness, oh, how quickly you'd run and hide. So I'll hold my own as the eyes draw close. I'll smile wide with the sun of songbirds lean in to hold you tight. Fill me up on a stash of secrets, holler me out inside. Find peace on a roller coaster, scream out but not when you're around. Keep it up as long as I need it, long as I keep it down, 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 down. Drown it out, torch this town, make no sound. Only you could get through. Don't let me do this when I smile wide with the sun of songbirds lean in to hold you tight. Fill me up on a stash of secrets, hollow me out inside. Find peace on a roller coaster, scream out but not when you're around. Keep it up as long as I need it, long as I keep it down, 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 yeah.
Oh,
Howdy.
how
Right,
these nuts. Hey, yo.
And with that, my time is done. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you pissed well, queens and kings, and none.
Raise your hand if you pissed.
You raise your hand if it sounded like fried chicken. We won't judge.
We actually think that's pretty cool.
Damn, you piss like that? I like it.
That's
Damn,
totally
girl, you
healthy.
pissed like that?
It reminds me of one of my favorite stupid pickup lines. Like, damn, girl, you shit with that ass?
Wait, you didn't play the intro. Bitch, we're like 2 hours in.
It's more like an intermission.
You're
That's
late!
what
Where you been?
Oh, the intro again, yay!
Welcome back to Janine Garofalo's expedition to Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so you were all essentially heading off, weren't you, to head to Strepsec?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Iselia, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that's big enough to carry 4 people, but is not as big as a quasicoddle. What am I call it?
Elephant.
Elephant? Maybe.
Exceptionally slow travel.
I was about
Oh
to say,
yeah. No. I
After
didn't
that
think
whole
about that.
discussion.
Everybody, go. Okay, everybody, we gotta get that quickly. Everybody, mount your sloths.
Gosh, giant sloths just riding through the forest.
Yeah, okay, bad idea. My bad, guy.
What about a stegosaurus? Can I carry people?
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Uh,
Everyone have their own seat between the scales.
Yeah, we also have to make room for Puppy, too.
Oh, Puppy's ethereal. They'll
Oh.
follow us. As long as I'm
Aw.
within a mile of Zeal, they can pop up whenever.
Oh,
Your
cute.
puppy's ethereal. Yes, he is.
Who's a good ethereal boy?
Who's a cute little ghost dog? Is you?
Who's in between this realm and the other? Yes, you are.
A little polter pup, that's right.
Who's been
Aw.
avoiding going into the light? Oh, it's you.
All right. Anyway, okay. Well, you mingle your. Oh wait, actually no. Are you actually traveling on anything, or are you just walking your way there?
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, okay. So you are actually. Okay, never mind. So.
Well, because if I can make the trip faster, then at this point I will.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Well, you've got a bit more of a range of things you can change into. Like with me, it's just beasts that I'm stuck with polymorph.
I think your was it CR4 you could transform into, or was it 2.5? I can't remember.
It was like, yeah, I'll have to
was-
upload the rules again.
Cause you're.
I think the best thing I could turn into is like a giant crocodile, which is CR5, I think.
CR5. Damn.
Okay, so
Starting at 6th level, you can transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as your druid level divided by 3, rounded down.
Yes, but she's
Well, that's
it's
something
something to do with her circle. Means she can go
Right,
higher.
That's what I'm looking at. Circle of the Moon.
so just for fun, let's look at CR5 monsters. 'Cause
Yay.
if crocodile is CR5,
Yeah, there's not a lot of good
Let's
ones
see,
on there.
challenge rating.
Like, I'm trying to find something that's fast. and
first
Yes.
result
big
that
enough.
shows up for me is Absol. I'm like, what game are we playing again? It's for a homebrew, but I guess Absol counts as a C5 creature. And
Okay, yeah, you got a shark, you got a giant shark, a mammoth, a triceratops, giant crocodile, or a brontosaurus. They're all C5.
I have a question. If I was to become a giant elk, do you think I would be able to carry Thrask and Ica, and then Marty can travel on his wolf
The
probably
dog,
at a
yeah.
similar speed?
Let's have a look. Giant elk. Let's see.
Giant elk. It is a huge rated creature.
I would say. So what size is huge? D&D 5e huge size. Huge is 15. Oh, 15 feet. God damn it. Yes, easy. Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, actually, with 15. 15 feet, you could probably carry all three, to be honest.
Oh shoot, yeah.
60 feet
I'm sure
speed
Maddie
for the
wants to go
giant
along
elk.
with his thoughts on his ghost dog.
I mean, you can ride the ghost dog if you want, but with the 15 feet, I will definitely allow you to carry, considering some of the examples are fire giant.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Azalea's basically not going to say a word. She's just going to turn into a giant elk and expect everyone to know exactly what to do.
get on. We're gonna fuck things up on an elk.
Whoa. Azalea's really cool.
That she is. I
Do
Maddie,
you
think
think
that's
she
whistles
saw
for
another
Zeal.
shooting star?
What was that?
I said, do you think she saw a shooting star?
Probably did. Let's talk about it when we get on here.
Oh, right. Okay, we gotta get on Iselia. Come on, Monty.
I've got my own ride. Zeal!
No, puppy.
He appears under you like Torrent from Elden Ring.
Yeah. Good to see you again, buddy. Ready to ride?
Oh!
Oh.
Oh my god, he talks.
Let's ride, motherfucker.
He can talk now.
All right. Well, you all, Ico and Thrask, you grab onto Azalea as the elk, and you grab onto Zeal, of course, Marty, and you ride into the forest at blistering speeds, jumping through the trees and the bushes until you emerge gracefully at the entrance to which you would have known. Which Marty would have guided you to. Let's see.
Just like picturing Thrask's mouth just open, catching bugs, you know? Blimp.
It's like, don't need a helmet. I love getting bugs in my teeth.
Oh, God.
Mlem. All right. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So you end up coming up on. Yeah, you end up becoming coming up on towards an entrance. The entirety of the or sort of barren and deserted area that the orcs inhabit is enveloped in a chasm surrounding it. The entrance way leading down that would usually lead down, surrounded by two usually heavily fortified towers. You notice is instead of an entranceway, there appears to be just a ginormous hole rather than anything else leading downwards. You see the rocks have all fallen. The rocks have all fallen in a way that would prevent entrance through this way.
Well, things have definitely changed since I've left.
Could you roll, well, for anybody who wants to, could you roll me a perception check?
Okie dokie.
Open my page back up because I was busy looking at monsters.
Oopsies.
I may have zoned out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, perception check. That was worth it. 10.
You've got to be fucking kidding.
Oh my god.
Who is your
A natural
nat
1 and you still
Wow.
get a 20.
20.
Okay, yeah, Thrask and Muddy, you don't really take any notice of this. Muddy, you just your eyes are salty at this point. Like you're just not able to see anything at this point. Essie, fucking hell, Ica, you kind of notice with the way that these have fallen, that you kind of look around and you're able to notice like some singes on some of the rocks and some leftover stuff, and you kind of be able to come to the conclusion that this was done purposefully.
Oh, Chat just brought up a good point. Pat, you roll persuasion instead of perception.
Oh,
Oh.
Shows you where
Try
I'm at.
again.
That was your
buddy.
persuasion? Holy shit, you have a plus 19?
Yep.
That's bards for you.
Let me try again. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But
Alright.
fuck it, we already
In a
said it
flash of
15.
brilliance, Marty realizes what's going on.
All right. Well, either way, yeah. So, you're able to figure out that this was kind of this seems to have been done with spells and seems to have been done purposefully. Iselia, on the other hand, you're able to notice a faint, unusual magic shimmer that as you look around, you kind of notice is covering the entire chasm. And around the chasm, you can see what appears to be almost like a totem-esque thing embedded in the ground every 100 feet or so.
What's up, Iselia? Oh wait, can she not talk inside of the form that she's in right now?
No, she can.
No, she should be.
Oh,
able
she's
to.
just choosing not to say anything. She's just thinking.
Oh.
I'll just try to follow her line of sight and see if I can see the little relics on the ground there.
If you're following her sight, then yes, that's fine. You can use your natural perception for that. That's fine.
All right, well, if I see those, I'll just, I think I can just use Detect Magic real quick and just see if I can tell anything else that is down this chasm.
Sure. Yeah, if you wish.
Is it a chasm? Like, I'll be honest, like I said, when you were describing that, I zoned out just for a brief minute. I was like, wait, is this a forest? Is this a chasm? Where are we?
No, so essentially it's kind of like a deserty barren sort of thing, and yes, the whole thing is surrounded by a chasm downwards, so the Strepsec and everywhere is sunken down, and the usual entrance that would usually be like a way down is the exploded part.
Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would stone shape work on the rocks that have been fallen down?
Good
You can
point.
use it, so you can use it if I touch a stone object of medium size or smaller section of stone, no more than 5 feet in any direction. I can form it into anything that suits my purpose, including the small passage.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, no, you absolutely could do that. 100%.
Alright, I'm gonna turn back, I guess, into my normal form.
Oh,
and I
you
will
can cast spells in your form. You
yeah,
are.
I know, but I'm going through a small passage as a giant elk doesn't
Oh.
really seem
Fair enough.
feasible. Yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
she's just gonna like very just silently, after noticing that there's a bunch of what she thinks, I guess, would probably just be the collector's handiwork. She's just going to wild shape back into her normal form, and she's going to use stone shape on the rocks to try and create a new path.
Okay.
Anchor falls on his ass.
All right. Well, before you do that, Thrask. So are you're casting Detect Magic?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the usual happens. Your eyes go to the purple, and you look over, and you're able to see that this whole thing is covered by abjuration. And as you focus more, you're able to distinguish the slight shade difference and the shimmering to be protection from good and evil.
Oh, would that actually have any effect on us? Aberrations, Celestials, because I have that spell as well. Aberrations, Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead. I don't know if we necessarily... Well, would we be considered Celestials at this point? Like, I'm asking because one of my subclasses is literally Celestial Warlock.
I mean, this is only like a first level abjuration. I mean, you can all come to the very obvious conclusion that this is just something to help keep the freaking creatures out.
Uh-huh.
You know, this is not like, you know, this is not something that could stop people of your level.
So why are we all just staring at a bunch of rocks, not saying anything to each other?
Well, in the meantime, while you are doing that, Iselia, you come out of your elk form and you head up to the rocks as you place your hand upon them, and you focus for very slightly as you begin to see the rocks shake and crumble down into essentially and like malform into like weird like cement dust as it breaks apart and forms a clear pathway.
Okay. Now there's a pathway.
Much better.
Are you guys speaking to each other through your brain?
Don't think that's the case, Saika.
Oh, I just feel like there's stuff going on, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, well, I was just looking to see if there was any kind of protective wards in this area, which there are, but it shouldn't affect us.
Is this normal, Marty? Do they normally have this kind of stuff up, or is this because of everything that happened?
You definitely know this is not normal.
No, I haven't been here in like 2 decades. This is definitely some new stuff.
Oh. Well, it's
Probably
good that
felt
they
it
have
was-
a barrier, right? That means they protected themselves.
I'm not quite sure. Something about this feels off.
Mm.
Well, there is only one way to find out, as they say.
Right. Let's get going.
All right.
As you head on down the entranceway, Azalea, you're going, I'm assuming, as well.
Oh, I went first.
Okay, yeah. Azalea leading the way, you begin heading down the newly formed pathway, down into the orangey, almost redly tinged barren sands.
Actually,
Yep.
I was gonna. When we get to the end of the pathway, and everyone's gone through, I actually want to cast it again, but I want to create a door out of stone, covering the pathway, so people can go back and forward, but monsters still can't go through.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. As everyone's come through, you touch what was just recently formed, and it springs up as it crunches and chisels itself into a huge stone door. All right. Anyway, yeah. So you first set your feet down onto these barren sands. Surrounding you are ginormous like erected stone formation, natural stone formations. Or essentially like this day and age of skyscrapers. As you begin to make your way through the sands. As you do, you come across various different kind of like encampment looking things, and you come across a very small village as you do. The entirety of it feels, even within this barren landscape, more barren than you would expect. It feels as if like there's no life here whatsoever. There's no signs of anybody having existed here at all.
Can I do a history check to recall if it's always been like this, or if this has not been the case?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, 25.
Nice. Yeah, you remember back. You remember this village. It's one of the ones that gets seen quite often being quite near the entrance, and they're responsible for going outside of the chasm and scavenging for various things, which gets sent back to the city. So essentially, almost like a farmland sort of thing. It definitely has not ever been like this. Should be one of the busiest villages. So the fact that it is not is strange.
Wait a minute. Wait. I remember this place. This used to be so thriving and busy. That the hell happened?
Maybe it's like Thrask's people. Maybe they're hiding somewhere.
Maybe, but the air feels so dead here.
Do you want to roll me another perception check, Manny?
Sure. Please be good. 20.
Okay. You kind of head a bit further in, and you open the door to one of the houses, and you can see around the place that everything's in place. So like the tables are in place, the chairs are in place and all that. There just appears to not be anything in it. So you don't see any cutlery, any plates, any grains, or anything like that.
It's just abandoned.
It looks that way essentially, like so, but everything's in its place. So it almost appears as if, using the example from our day, as if it was up for sale. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's so peculiar. This all looks like it's just placed for show. What the? You can just see him start rubbing his head where the brand is, because it's starting to hurt. Like, what the hell is happening? Where is everybody?
Would this be a trap?
Could this area have been set up as a decoy for whatever could have gotten through?
Right.
I mean, if you've not been here in 2 decades, that would have been plenty of time to create something like this.
Right, things might have changed. If the seals have been set up for keeping evil things out, and set up a decoy village but have nothing in it, I don't understand. This is not like my people to do this.
Perhaps we need to continue further along and see what else we can find, because we're not getting much information here.
Right, we gotta keep going. I'm sorry for wasting time.
No, it's fine. Information is our ally at this moment.
Okay. Well, unless if there's nothing, is there anything else anybody wants to do while they're here?
Would my detect magic still be up? Like, I think it.
Oh yeah. Your detect magic will still be up. Yeah.
And plus, I can cast it at will, so I can just
yeah
get going if I need to.
Yeah. With your detect magic, as you're looking around, you see no obvious. You see nothing coming up. There's no obvious thing magic emitting from here.
Got it.
Iselia, what are you doing?
What did your people hunt?
Usually boar, anything, scorpions, anything that was just crawling around and was delectable.
True, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Iselia. Okay, realistically, from everything Iselia's seen so far, Andy, would she know if boars were still able to be hunted at this point?
With everything that you've seen in the forests since this collapse, you could very easily assume that the smaller creatures would not. Their population would be dwindling. There would definitely, if there are any left, there's very few. Only the bigger creatures that could defend themselves would still be about.
Alright, so would I know roughly what kind of bigger creature in this area is likely to be hunted for food?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Because I was hoping to use locate animals or plants to see if I could find maybe they've kept some basically like stuff that's still live so that they can kill it there or breed it.
Very smart. Very smart.
Because if that's the case, then there should be people in that direction, and it works within 5 miles.
Ooh, so even if they were underground, you could still sense it, eh?
Very smart. Nice. Man, I am horny. Damn.
Using that 5-head hot damn.
Yeah, everything about her is like forest and hunting, so it just makes sense that she'd go by, okay, would they realistically have boars or what did they eat? And it's whatever comes. So she knows there's no more ducks in this area, they've all been wiped out, so...
There were supposed
All
to be
24 of them.
24 skeletons in a corner.
Yeah, so she's going to think of probably the biggest thing in the area, that is likely to be eaten.
Chat, don't judge me, okay? My wife is talking D&D, okay? This gets me going, okay? It's fine.
He picked me up from D&D, man.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, we're married.
Yeah, we're married IRL. Jesus, I wouldn't be saying this to somebody I wasn't. God, fuck. Incredibly inappropriate.
I DM that kind of stuff to Amy all the time.
Oh, that's fine.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
I've been hit on by like 5 girls. It's very like unusual for me.
I mean, like, there's still some comments that ask me if Andy and I are like a married couple. I was like,
we act like it.
If only.
If only one tier.
All right, I'm gonna put this out there. I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but and this works for both sexes as well. But when you get complimented by like a gay man or a gay woman of your same gender, you feel amazing,
dude. Yeah, absolutely.
That stuff sticks with you.
I know. It's just like when if I get complimented by a gay man, it's just like, fuck, I'm on cloud 9. It's like
there was a guy who had like the pride sticker on his like a lapel when he's like working at like Dunkin' Donuts, and he's like, I absolutely love your hair, and I still think about that guy, and that was like, you're my favorite person ever.
You'll get compliments. Oh no, I'm just imagining when it happens.
I only ever got compliments online or from my spouse. My spouse likes to tell me that I'm the prettiest lady ever. It's nice.
Damn right.
I mean, it's easy to tell the truth, so.
Smooth like butter.
All right, anyway.
I'm giving you inspiration for that.
All right, anyway. All right, so some of the more edible creatures around here would probably be maybe wild camel. Maybe there'd be a lot of bigger insectoid creatures still. The biggest thing that you might see is like a purple worm, but that would be very, very rare. There would.
What about something they ride? So camels would probably fit within that.
Camels would fit. They would have horses. That wouldn't be unusual. Like this isn't purely desert. It's about like it's like desert mixed with stone sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that's unusual for it to just live there by itself. That's why I was originally thinking like boar. But
oh, okay.
Yeah, because obviously you wouldn't. If you're gonna look for a creature in here, you want something that isn't. That would have to be hunted and then brought in, rather than.
Okay, well, something like a Scaladar would be that, which is basically like almost like a. Oh no, sorry, beg your pardon, not a Scaladar. God damn it, sorry, that's made of metal. Duh. I was looking at the wrong one.
That's all right.
Where is it? God damn it, I had it a minute ago, now it's gone. Okay, here we go. Like something called a pernicon, or which is basically like a very large grasshopper. Very large grasshopper, which could be used. They are quite tiny, though, unfortunately, but it's something that probably quite prominent. You're looking for something less, like very, very very unique, right?
Yeah, basically something that they would have to hunt to bring back to their thing, or they would grow or like breed there.
Oh, okay. Sorry to say, but giant lizards would be one.
Oh my god!
I can
My
explain.
sense of
Wait,
disturbance
buddy,
is-
what?
Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna think, you know what? This sounds about right. So I'm gonna think about if there's any giant lizards and just not tell anyone what I'm looking for, so that's fine.
Okay. So you begin to focus your senses as you try to focus heavily on the imagery of a giant lizard.
Yeah, I'll cast it just so that it's like.
Oh,
there.
thank you. Yeah. Constantly voice and nature. Yeah, and within the 5-mile radius, you catch a glimpse of a few hanging around like more the watered area around the edge. But you sense a lot of them. Well, a more dense area of them, sort of like down the south area, kind of like around here.
Alright, she's just gonna look in that direction. I guess get off, like properly stand up, and then just start walking.
And Iselia, what's going on? Did you see something?
Food that way.
Food that way?
Yeah,
Oh.
for people to hunt. Food that way, which means there's more people. We're going that way. Come on.
This is just like this is like session 0.
Mm-hmm. She's very, very abrupt. This is just her getting to the point while she's going in a direction.
Well, I've not doubted her yet on her ability to hunt, so I say we follow.
Right.
Okay, I still don't know what we're doing, but this is great.
Sometimes life is about the unknown and be able to take it head on.
Right, I'll ram my head into anything we find.
Not really what I was going for.
Let's
but-
go, Thrask!
Oh boy, I need to keep cure wounds handy.
All right. You all begin to head down. You serpentining your way through. You come across again a couple of villages, and everything is exactly the same as the previous one you'd come across. And as you're making your way down there, in the west, you can very clearly see in the distance a giant glistening city. In the distance, which Madlock, you would instantly, and yeah, Thrask would also know just from his studies the city of Strepsec. Down in the south, you come to contact with some almost like palm-looking trees, indicating more of like a beach with next to the waters. I mean, that people would have used to, well, gather the waters as well as hunt around here.
Yeah, this feels like home, all right.
Whoa.
Quite the sight from the outside.
Wait until you get in.
Very well. So I imagine the rest of the buildings that we pass through it's possible that all the tenants out there made their way into the inner workings of the city to be protected.
It's possible. They might have already known about this ahead of time or been dealing with the problem we haven't seen yet.
There is a possibility, yes.
Well, let's not keep them waiting.
Very well.
As you all begin heading towards the city, with all of your passive perceptions are pretty good, aren't they? Or reasonable. Everyone's passive perception?
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine is
29.
Did you say 29?
Yes, I did.
Good gravy.
Mine's 6. Oh wait, no, mine is 26. Yeah.
Is passive wisdom, passive perception?
Yes.
18.
Man. And here Thrask is happy with his 15. I just had to make wisdom my dump stat.
Fair enough. Okay, all except Thrask. Sorry.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah. As you begin heading closer, you all kind of notice, especially Iselia and Marty. You notice above you, like you begin to hear like some like falling pebbles and misplaced dust falling down, and you kind of notice above you on the raised erected stone platforms, you notice some orcs dotted around, basically keeping an eye on you.
Sorry, what was that?
You cut out.
Oh, did I? Oh, god damn it.
Just at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you notice some orcs at the top, essentially keeping an eye on you on the stone erected platforms.
Maddie just kind of furrows his brows and just keeps going forward. Don't acknowledge it, don't acknowledge it, don't acknowledge
it. Okay. As you continue walking ahead, they're keeping their eyes on you, and you can feel it almost like burning in the back of your head, all of you. But they don't appear to be pushing for anything. They're not pushing down or grabbing your attention.
Okay. One of the hard parts done. I'm at least allowed through. That's good.
Okay. Well, as you all continue forwards, you make your way to the entranceway of Strepsec. Built upon the sands, hardened by mixing stone and slate, gives rise to blackened steel structures filled with dark wood and bones of long lost creatures. Thick cloth and skins cover the tops of the buildings, as well as the tents, to offer protection from the searing sun. And as you make your way to the entrance, two orcs stand at the entranceway. As they drop their spears towards all of you. And then as they announce who goes there?
We are travelers passing through. We mean no harm here. We wish to speak to the chieftain of your people, of a matter of grave importance.
What is the grave importance?
We believe, with her assistance, we may be able to help reverse the darkness that is taking place around this world and this city. But she is the only one that is able to do so.
They kind of look towards each other, and one of them kind of gestures to the other one with his head tilting. One of them stands back up with his spear still kind of held at attention. What do you know?
What do we know of
What do you know of the corruption?
We have been traveling across this land, all of us, and have seen the corruption spread to various different parts. It is deep and it is horrible, but it can be combated and beaten. But only by certain people. And by that I mean us. We have been going to every city in this land, every major city of each race, and trying to combat the darkness. And now we come here, asking for the aid of the orc people.
The one that's approached you kind of turns back to his comrade, and he again nods in a fashion, and he turns back to you all, and he points his spear to some loose rock that's nearby. And you notice wrapping around it is one of those vines that has been everywhere else. Prove it.
Ica's just gonna like kind of elbow jab Marty and be like, hey, maybe do the thing, you know, like.
Marty just nods quietly and begins walking over there to the vine.
Okay. You place your hand upon the rock and the vine, and you feel it piercing and wrapping around your hand as it begins to try to pierce your skin. But as it does, it releases and falls apart and emerges into dust, leaving again a blackened mark on your arm.
He just holds up the brand to his brothers.
Whoa! That's Marty! Marty! Really good at doing this stuff and fighting evil!
I'm right here.
I know, I was trying to like fucking yeah!
I meant the name.
I just imagine like this all echoing inside the chasm. It's like, Marty! Marty!
Yeah!
All right. As you raise that too. Well, they're taking it back from that first. And they turn around to kind of nod towards each other, and then they look back as you lift the thing, brandishing the brand. They look straight towards you, and essentially they turn their heads from you. They don't say anything. They don't change their expression. They just turn their heads to Thrask, who has been talking. You may enter. This one comes with us. And he points towards Marty.
Marty just kind of furrows his brows. He's like, I knew this was coming.
Yeah, guys, get his signature. That one's gonna be famous one day. Whoa! And he's just gonna like go to try to high five the guys with his hand just stretched up, trying to like high five. And like, high five. It's fine. We'll go.
I'll go the tempt, Ica. I'll go the tempt.
I'm really trying.
They correct you.
It's really putting your heart into it.
They correct your enthusiasm. This one comes with us, but so do you.
Oh.
Me?
All of you.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is fine.
Yeah.
Thank you for permitting us entrance.
Kind of a group thing anyways, not like splitting us up, you know.
Come with us. They head towards the door and they push it open. As they do, you can see sort of very well trodden paths as they whisper to you the lives of the people who live within these raised giant iron walls surrounding the city. The Orcan folk passing by, keeping to themselves from you all, as if the sight of you is unusual but not unwelcome. The city itself appears to be center filled with markets, battlegrounds, stores, etc. In the distance, you can see two towering buildings leading into different districts. They guide you through the well-trodden paths. And as they do, they kind of take you through to a kind of like almost like a whitened tent. And they pull they pull the entranceway open and gesture you all to go in.
Yeah.
Do you go in?
Can I, yeah.
Yes,
can I
we go.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as well.
Okay. Iselia, you going as well?
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
said yes with the rest of them.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. Okay. As you enter on in, the guy, one of the guards stands outside as the other one appeared. You can hear him wandering off. Inside, you come across, you see an orc individual kneeling over someone who's lying down in a bed. And you notice there appears to be a lot of curtains separating a bunch of other people. You appear to have entered into what would be a place of healing. The individual who is working over the one, he puts his he turns very slightly to see you all, and he puts his hand up for a moment to gesture he'll be with you in very soon. He begins to you can see that he's offering some kind of healing like herbs and that sort of stuff to try and treat a wound that has been recently infected. And as he kind of puts them to a little bit of rest, he stands up and without looking at all of you, gestures you with his fingers to come and follow him.
Do I recognize the smell?
The smell?
The smell of the herbs.
Oh, you can give it a try.
Okay.
It would probably be like a survival or nature check. Probably a nature check, I imagine.
Okay. Survival. Oh, 13. Oh, damn it.
No, they just kind of smell medicinal with the way that he's handling them.
Okay, you can still imagine just kind of like perk up a little bit. It's like, I haven't smelled those in a while.
Are
Yeah.
there plants growing in here?
As you're following him, he opens up to like a separate room. As you go in, you notice it's kind of like a desk set up with a bunch of different books, various medical implements. And on the side, you notice within encased in glass is kind of almost like a sort of like a self-made greenhouse almost that's poking out the back of the tent. That's filled with various very well preserved plants.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, he sits down. And he begins to write down on some paper, scribbling away, and he second. No. Yeah. Anyway, as he's finished, as he's doing that, he looks up to you, Marty, very slightly, and then looks back down, and then just, in a sort of like very gravel and gargled tone. Oh, by the way, I should probably describe. This person's been wearing is wearing like a white cloth over him and a hood and something that comes up over his mouth. Almost purely sort of like white, and you can't see much of him at all. And as he's doing so, he speaks in a very graveled and gargled tone of I assume you are the marked one.
I am.
I am blessed to be able to speak to any who require aid. Judgment is not held here, but neither is the ability for penance. While I prepare my patient's documentation, please sit down and regale me with your story, and preferably your name.
You want my birth name?
Your birth name and whatever it is you desire to be called.
Alright. He just sits down. He's like, my name is Tolren Ironscale. Most people call me Madlug. I was a mercenary for about 20 years when I left here. I ran across these 3 lovely individuals, and things have transpired in the outside world in a way that I and my companions have the abilities to defeat the darkness that has left us with these brands. Unfortunately, the one on my head was done by mortal hands.
I see. What was the reason for your marking?
The murder of 3 guards.
The murder of 3 guards. Okay.
Another orc comes in, very young, and begins to hand some more paperwork towards this individual. As he does, he almost completely blanks you all by mistake, and he says, I'm sorry, I did not realize you were busy, the Ashen Healer." And he goes,
"It is okay, it is fine. Thank you for the papers."
And he bows towards him and leaves straight away.
Tolren, was it?
Yes.
Permit me for this unusual meeting. One could say, unfortunately, I am in your predicament. I am unable to show any kind of affection other than what is necessary. But,
and he pulls his thing down as well, his hood down, as well as the thing he was covered in. And as you do, you see he's definitely a smaller orc. And everything, the things he's held are held tight with only frayed rope. Like the what he's wearing, basically, you feel like you found on the side of the road. But as it falls down, guided by his hand, you can see very pale skin dotted through chasms of very malformed, much darker skin across his face. And a lot of his, what you can tell, it continues down to the rest of his body.
It would appear we meet at last again, old friend.
You notice the half of his face that you can recognize. You recognize as Patches, your old friend.
Maddie lets out a gasp. You're alive.
Indeed I am, good friend. Now, please do not be too emotional. We are not allowed for that. We are not allowed with your unfortunate predicament at present. If anybody outside here were to hear this, then I fear we would suffer.
Right.
But it is good to see you, my friend.
It is. I have so many questions, but now is clearly not the time. Then I can trust you with these words. There's something very, very evil that's coming this way. and it does not discriminate against a good soul or a bad soul. It only wants to eat. My companions and I have the key to stop it, and we need to see the head immediately.
Well, and as he turns his cheek where his burn was, and you notice on it is a mark a little bit like yours, but it's clearly very different. It's not a burned on mark. It's been placed with the utmost care. This mark is what allows me to speak to you. Now, I may have the ear of the chieftain, but her mind is her own. She will see you when she sees fit. Her focus is not something that can be easily gained. Now, you see, her main forethought is the protection of the orcs. And I mean this with the utmost respect, my old friend, but you may your predicament at this moment is not high on her list.
That's what I figured. Is there any way I can get her attention? That's not how we used to do it.
He chuckles for a little bit. Oh, I'm afraid those days are long gone for me. You notice about him as well that he is definitely a lot more calm and reserved. So he seems to be almost in like a monk-like state. With the way that he slowly talks his words very deliberately with what he's wearing and the way he's acting. You knew him to be a healer in the past, but not one of this repute. People would not bow to him. People would not name him in that way.
Sorry, my brain is just going a mile a minute. I'm just still thinking about that day.
Well,
how are you? Not to sound blunt, but you know me. How did you survive?
Well, tell you what. While I have to fill in some paperwork about you, why don't you sit down and I can regale you with my story. Your friends with my permission are more than able to leave, and I will talk to the guard. They can roam as free as they wish.
Thank you, old friend. I would love nothing more.
Okay. He stands up, and as he walks past you, he puts a hand on your shoulder and pats it. And then the Orcan individual looks towards you three, Iselia, Iker, and Thrask.
If you would come with me, I will speak to the guard and give you freedom to walk as you wish.
Very well. Thank you for your assistance.
So are we just leaving?
You will have to stay within the walls of Strepsec. You will not be allowed to leave presently. Once you have gained entrance, you will need reason to leave, considering the dangers. And might I say, this is a very strange ragtag party you appear to have gathered.
Well, you can kind of consider it a new merc group. It's no different from how we used to be, but...
If I may be permitted to ask, a merfolk, an elf, a lizard, and an orc. And I know of your skills from the past, of course, but How do you make it all through with everything going on?
Can I trust you with this little secret, old friend?
Oh, my friend, this mark is only placed upon people who have earned enough respect to last a lifetime. You would know this as you would know this to be true. The same as your mark. This is the complete opposite. This is awarded to people who have done deeds so great that they have been deemed respect worthy for their family, and even after death.
All right. Maddie looks inward. Brother, do you want to make your presence known?
You kind of feel her.
Oh, sorry. For a minute there, I was still like not sure if you were sure what it was. So I was about to tell you it was like Kurt's.
Yeah, no. I was I was just trying to think.
Situation delicate. The balance. The balance of respect is tipped. Prove thyself alone.
Right. There's certain abilities that we've been able to use that have allowed me to survive and be here. Currently, I cannot put them in full display right now, but let's just say there's been a determination to keep pushing forward.
As cryptic as always, friend. Well, whatever reason, you're all here, and you've made it from wherever you've come from. So I assume you have whatever it is. But anyway, if you three would come with me...
And he kind of beckons you to come with him. As he gets to the door, he pokes his head out and begins. You kind of hear him like talking to the guard. And he opens the door and kind of beckons for you to be able to explore the Strepsec if you wish.
Well,
Oh, I was just gonna say, Iselia just follows.
so what's the plan?
Well, I didn't expect to have the chance to roam around here as freely. Probably be best to keep close to where Madi is, at least. But we can at least get an idea of what the city is going through at the moment. If there are any kind of supplies we can gather, we can do that, but I say be ready for whenever he is able to step out.
Okay, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Maybe I'll just sit here.
Would you three, out of character, would you three like some time to be able to think about what you'd like to do?
Guess we're thinking about thinking.
Because I can go do the stuff with Madlog, right? So while you think about it, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll go hop somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, Patches walks straight back in. With you all. With you, Marty, and he sits back down on his chair. And he begins kind of like, he looks up a little bit as he begins looking around to make sure that like no one else is kind of like watching. He gets back up again and kind of looks out to make sure, and then comes back in and sits back down.
Well, that night was one that changed many things, my friend.
That it did.
Well, I survived, but only just. After the attack, I somehow awoke, and reeling in pain from these burns, I was rescued by a passerby, a merchant of sorts. He was very withered, and he spoke with a graveled voice. He kind of like wore some kind of like unusual black cloak and walked with a stick. A very interesting gentleman. But anyway, after I regained consciousness, he helped the people of the village of outcasts near him and began his journey back. He taught me a few things about he found the herbs within my pocket that I always keep, and he talked to me about some coming events and that I should continue on with my path of healing. And considering I agreed, I began my way back to Strepsec. Along the way, however, I tried to help as many people as I could. I healed from here to there, and I ended up gaining quite a lot of knowledge in healing, if I do say so myself. And, I kind of ended up being given the name of the Ashen Healer. I know it's a little bit strange, but...
It's better than Patches.
That is true. Well, anyway, I made my way back, and, by the time I'd gotten back, apparently my escapades had reached home. I was welcomed back, and I was awarded this mark. And ever since then, I've been doing what I can to keep people alive. Unlike that day. By the time I had gotten up, your body was gone. I assumed, unfortunately, you, being near the front as usual, had been incinerated.
Oh, Matty lives where his old eye used to be. Unfortunately, that was the only thing I walked away with.
Oh. You were fond of that eye, he says jokingly.
Yeah, I was, and I was.
Well, at least now, at least now you're slightly better looking than me, but...
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
How are you still so calm despite everything? I've been so angry since that day. 20 years I've been trying to hold it all together, and I couldn't anymore. It's how I ended up with this. Snapped at the wrong people.
Well... I thought I lost everything that day. And in a way I did. But when you've lost all, every experience means you gain more. I rebuilt myself. I pushed myself to become more. The life that I had been given, the kindness I had been shown by the withered individual who walked with the wood. I thought, far be it from me to not show that kindness to others. They saved my life. And honestly, ever since removing the need for others' opinions on me and others' thoughts, I have been happier since. To be honest, this mark is only a formality. I could hardly say no. And, it helps when people see me like this, and obviously he points towards the horrific burns he has across his body.
Hmm.
That day, it humbled me. In many ways. So to answer your question, I guess, I didn't see the point in wasting years of hate when I could put back into it.
I wish I came across you long, long ago.
Well, we all act differently. Not everything is black and white. We can't brush everybody with the same brush. We all have to deal with it in one way or another. Unfortunately, there is usually damage.
Hmm.
It just depends on how you grow from it. You see, we are all like the plant life in a way. We need warmth to grow. But at the same time, we need the darkened days. We need the rained weather. The sad times, they help us grow further into the sun. It's if you choose to grow. If you stay stagnant and choose not to grow, then what is the point?
You're right. God, I felt so stupid.
Well, nothing new, of course.
Yeah. I've missed you, old friend.
Nah, you. I'm glad to see you're kicking around.
Yeah.
Well,
Just...
oh, sorry, go.
Sorry, go.
No, you go.
I was like, I just want to keep pushing forward. There's so much at stake right now, old friend, that even if I don't make it to see the end of it, I just want to make sure everyone, including you, are gonna be okay.
Well, if things go well with the chieftain, then you will be welcomed by all with open arms once again. It's unfortunately how these rules work. They are very black and white, unfortunately, but... again, I have to ask. I do not mean to pry, friend, but... what has happened to you? You seem different. You seem weighed down in an almost literal fashion.
I wish it was easier to just let him come out and explain it, but I guess I have to be the one to say it. Kurtz is with me. Things are very, very terrible outside the chasms right now.
I mean, Kurtz is with us all, friend.
That's not what I mean. You know how I've never been able to do any sort of magical things? I was always a big shield and nothing else sort of guy.
Yes, you were a little bit like that.
Maddie whistles very quietly to summon Zeal at his side.
He kind of he appears towards you with a spectral glow. Zeal. Oh, I remember you. On earth did you do this? You haven't got a magic bone in your body.
Like I said, Kurtz is with me. And he's feeling everything that I'm feeling right now, so he's just as way down as I am.
Wait.
And
You're the one.
I'm sorry?
Word has been spreading, my friend, of people blessed with incredible powers and blessed by the gods themselves. There was talk of... How did I not see it? There was talk of a mermaid, an elf, a lizard, and an orc.
That would be us.
My goodness. Well, I guess I can see how you survived. My goodness. Well, despite of you, but I jest. My goodness. Well, not that I question you, of course, but if I were to bring this towards the chieftain, she's going to need some proof.
Well, what if we did things the old-fashioned way?
What were you thinking?
None of the new tricks up my sleeve. Just me, whoever they want to throw at me, and just my good old fist. No matter what they throw at me, I'm going to stand my ground and keep pushing forward.
Ah, you've not been here a while, have you? You're not familiar with, how the chieftain does these things, are you?
Suppose we don't do that anymore, do we?
Oh, no, we do, but, I am not permitted to say much further, and I think it's best for you if I don't, but... She will trust my word, without question. Look me in the eye. I need you to promise me that what you are telling me is truth.
Is the only truth I have, my friend.
Okay. Well, that and obviously seeing good old Zeal here.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to not see that as big glowing evidence.
Well, you know. Okay. I will put this forward to the chieftain. That you possess Kurtz himself, and, I guess with the evidence that I was told by the guard outside, we'll see what we can do. I will warn you, though, she's very stubborn. So,
We shall see.
Sounds like my kind of lady.
Oh, you definitely don't want to be talking like that when you see her.
Sorry. It's...
Now, let's just finish gathering what information is needed, and I'll take you over. Okay, I'll get everyone's to come back.
Okay.
Okay, you can come back.
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
Hello.
welcome back, gamers.
What's up?
What's up, gamers?
Howdy diddle.
Alright, so, while this has been going on, what have you three been doing?
Community service!
Yes.
I think we've been trying to keep at least close to the building where Madi is and just going around seeing if there's anybody in the area that needs help with, whatever, and if they would allow, outsiders like us to try and help out with things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, they definitely, they're not, essentially you coming in, you're at kind of like a neutral level, so there's no, they're not going to be giving you gifts or bowing to you, but they're also not, they have no reason to distrust you or hate you or anything like that. So they were, and especially during the situation, you notice especially this whole city is very, very busy, like even more busy than you would expect. You can see farmers here, you can see people of all types of walks of life here. So yes, they would accept help from you. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
That's what we did.
Iselia would like to grow plants for the farmers.
Okay. Yeah, you notice kind of like a small cordoned off area for like with that's been bless you. That's been irrigated. And as you walk on over, you see like an old a much older Orcan fella attending to it with a trowel.
They can make your plants grow fast.
So honest.
He gets up and he kind of has like this kind of like a leather flat cap on his head as he turns around, and you see like a very prominent grey beard leading down his head or his face, and he turns to you. I don't know, I've been doing this for a long time. I know these plants in and out.
I'll prove it.
Oh, yeah?
Alright, I'm gonna cast plant growth. A 3rd level spell, boys. We're gonna plant growth.
Let's go.
You can channel vitality into plants within a specific area. Hello, field. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius are going to become overgrown.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Alright, well, you put your hands into the dirt and you grasp the very earth itself. And as you do, or you notice the Greek-like energy leaving you and entering into the floor itself as it begins to spark a green. And you see all the vegetables and all the fruits and everything that he's been growing on this begin to grow exponentially. You also notice some plants in the house next to him, or the tent, that begins to grow a little bit as well. And you notice pretty much everybody's vegetables around the entire place begin to sprout and grow further. He lifts his cap up while this is going on. His eyes widen. Well, I would say you have me beat. Well, thank you very much. This will be enough to feed us all for a long time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he puts his finger up a little bit and says, "Hold on one moment." And he kneels down and he picks up. He kind of like cuts away and pulls away some of the overgrown bits around what is a huge pumpkin. And he kind of tears into it, and he begins to kind of like he pulls some of the meat off of it.
This is my pride and joy. The sweetest thing you could ever taste. Yeah, please have some.
Oh, Iselia is very happily going to take some. I have a question though. Are there any seeds on the piece she's got?
Yeah.
She's gonna pocket those.
Yoink.
I'm gonna grow pumpkins in my spare time in my pocket. Why not? You know.
Pocket pumpkins.
I swear to God, if you defeat the final boss with a pumpkin.
Oh my God.
Let's Ferngully this shit. Let's go.
Very
Pumpkin chunkin'.
possible.
You punch him in through the chest and then cast plant growth.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
create a druid gunsmith by throwing pumpkins.
My pumpkin gun.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
cannon, more like it.
Pop, 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 pop.
Or
Alright.
overgrow it and then I lift it up like over their head and then just drop it.
Oh my God. Sorry, Buddha the Divine just followed.
Oh.
My goodness.
Yay.
Oh.
I didn't know he used Twitch.
It attracted some high attention.
Well.
Let's go.
Anyway, okay. Yeah, no, you absolutely can pocket the seeds. And as you take a mouthful of the pumpkin, it's incredibly sweet. Somehow you're not even sure how, but it tastes absolutely divine.
Whoa. My friends would love this.
Oh, well, please bring them over.
Actually, and he picks this up and hands it to you, and it is kind of like the size of your chest.
Please take it and feed your friends. We have plenty here now.
Oh. Okay. If you need any more, ever, you can always ask the elves. They're getting better at helping.
Maybe I will. Thank you.
Yeah, she's gonna smile a tiny bit and then
Hey,
try
yo.
and head back to wherever her friends are.
All right. Thrask and Ica, what are you doing?
I would probably look around, see if there's any kind of... I don't know if there's anything in the area that looks like it's been made of rubble and like people are trying to move like, you know, like just large rocks out of the area or trying to help rebuild something. Thrask figures he could probably use like telekinesis abilities to help, you know, make things go easier for them.
And you, funnily enough, you don't. There's nothing damaged here. The city almost looks pristine, as if like nothing. You know, like if you hadn't been outside, you would have no idea there's nothing going on. You do see, however, construction on more tents and stuff like that to house the additional people that are now within here.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, at least I can go over there and find somebody to ask if I can provide, you know, assistance anyway, an extra hand or help move things along a little bit quicker.
Yeah, yeah, just to hurry things along a bit. Yeah, you go along. You talk to the one who's mainly in charge of putting everything up, and you're able you offer your services, and with your telekinesis, you're able to hoist up like the main pole of the huge tent as they are able to drape over everything else, saving them immeasurable time as they do.
Cool. That's what I was hoping for.
Awesome. And Essie, what are you doing? Well, Ica, sorry, what are you doing?
I am following Thrask because I was thinking about doing the same thing, except I don't have telekinesis. I was gonna use my strong muscles.
you as you're able to help put up, because the tents are like held by one main huge pole in the center, and then other ones around the edges of it. So you're able to help push them up with extreme ease.
Awesome.
All right, and with that, I think we're gonna have to call the stream. I think.
And Marty never came out.
The end.
Oh yeah, he's been assassinated. It's fine.
Oh shit!
I died. I'm sorry. Figured it was easier for everybody.
Time for the next city. Which way are we going?
Like the other guy didn't even do it. He just came in and did it himself. It was so weird.
Oh no, this took a dark and very depressing turn.
As I was like, enjoy your pumpkins. They'll be the last thing you have.
Oh no.
No, he had a very nice chat with his friend, and potentially has assisted in a way to be able to see Madam Chieftain.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was smart.
You were.
Yay!
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. And of course, thank you to Pat, Essie, Keston, and Amy for the wonderful characters they craft. The next session will be on the 30th of May.
That should be fun.
Okay.
Should be okay.
I'll probably be house sitting for my brother, which means you'll probably get the iPad Patrick experience. Yay!
Hey, iPad.
That's fine. Yeah, that's not a worry. Yeah, okay, cool, awesome. In that case, thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.